What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today, we are playing a little bit more Gold Rush, checking the game on out and seeing what's going on with it. I've seen a lot of people playing it, so that made me kind of think that, like, maybe there was some merit here. And while it is a buggy game with a lot of random issues, it's a little janky. At the same time, you can kind of see the magic in there. Like, you can see it. You can see it. And so anyways, we've got our mobile wash plant over here. That's the thing that we're going to need for right now. I don't exactly know how this whole thing is going to function. But my figuring is we dump loads and loads and loads of ore into there. It's got like a bucket over here, and it processes faster than the thing that we've got going on right now. So I'm going to add that to right there, and I think I got to go up to the front desk and buy this thing. Good Lord. I'm going to save first just in case something goes wrong here. Because I'm trying to make sure, man. I've been trying to shit. I've been trying to... I almost said I've been trying to shit. Well, maybe I've been trying to do that, but I've been trying to be very, very careful about the way that I play this game. Aight. So there's that right there. We gotta hook it up to the hitch on this side would be my assumption. And so that requires a big power cable. Huh. It needs water hooked up to it too. This thing needs all kinds of stuff. So it's gonna take dirt. It's going to take water, it's going to take power, and then it's going to take something else. But I guess we'll fiddle around with this thing for right now. We're getting our first heavy machinery, and that's good. Because this manual digging a hole shit is not working for me. This is some shenanigans, dude. You think I'm kidding right now. I am so tired of digging. It takes a long-ass time to fill up those little thingamadoobies. So is it just going to do this all on its own? I might have to do something special over here. I have no idea how to hook this up to the hitch. So, my hope is that maybe... Alright, well, let's just be careful about this. I don't want to lose this thing. If I lose you now, you are a big old ridiculous expensive thing. Alright, so let's hop out and see if I gotta throw it on the hitch over here. So there we go. Apparently I've got it all hitched up. How the hell I'm gonna make this turn, I don't know. This is a turn that is dubious as all hell. But hey, if we get up and out of here, I'm happy with it. I just want to be able to use the backhoe to mine instead of being it. Like, we bought that dope-ass backhoe. Oh, I'm going to jackknife it. I am so bad at being a trucker. I am the worst. Alright, so we'll get back over here. Let's flip the... Oop, I turned the car off. Let's go ahead and flip the differential on right there because I assume it's probably a good idea to have that on. We'll just tow this on back home and we'll kind of see how this whole thing needs to function. Because I'm actually a little bit concerned about this. My thing is that it's probably going to allow us to fill up a pay dirt bucket a lot faster. If it's like 5 or 6 times faster, you won't hear me complain, that's for sure. Because, like, I'll show you. We'll get back to the place. I've been grinding in between episodes. You have no idea. I filled up, like, a bunch, and I made a bunch of money, too, just so we could do this in this episode. It's hard, man. I need a pat on the back. Somebody pat me on the back because it's like 1 in the morning right now, and I'm playing this game way too much. It's ruining my relationships, alright? It's ruining my relationships. But it is fun. It is fun, though. So, I don't know how to use this thing. I don't know how this thing is going to be helpful to me. But, we'll figure it out. It'll probably be okay. Maybe. God, driving with this trailer on here is the worst. This is like the squirreliest driving ever. And it got squirrelier somehow. Like, I thought we were at the apex. The apices of, like, squirreliness. And then I added this trailer on. And then I learned that, no, it can get squirrelier. It can definitely get squirrelier. Please don't get stuck right here, trailer. Please don't get stuck. Oh my god, it didn't get stuck. This is the best day ever. So now the next thing we gotta figure out is how the hell... So I've got to get water to this thing, but I don't know where we have water access over here. Like, I don't see any creeks. I don't see anything that even remotely looks like water over here. And so my thought is... let's have a look around and figure out where we can get some water on this side. If the Gold Creek is the only water we have access to, that sort of makes this a little bit more complicated. Because somehow I've got to run a cable all the way back over here to the creek to get to this thing so that it processes properly. And I don't know how we're going to do that. I don't know. I'm thinking that maybe we just have a long tube run, and then we put this thing over here. This thing needs power, and it needs a water hookup. Where's the water hookup at this damn thing? Water hookup, where are you? Kick that thing off the hitch. And it needs a water hookup. I don't see anything resembling a water hookup on this thing. I just don't see it. I see the power right there. But I don't see like a nozzle. I don't see like anything that's going to go into this thing for water. Let me move the truck real fast so it's not in the way. Flip this thing around real fast. Like, I don't know if this can just go anywhere, or if it's like the previous mining equipment where we actually have to like put it somewhere that it goes. Because some of this stuff up here looks kind of... Well, I mean, some of this stuff up here looks like maybe it's supposed to be attached to it. I don't see any water though, so... That's the big water pipe right there. Maybe we'll bring over a little water hose. Let me fiddle with it for a second. Okay, so I've got it. We've got the small hose goes in right here. And so we are going to stretch this out about as far as it's going to go. Oh, it won't go any further, huh? It don't like that none. Okay. That's fine. I'm up to pull it out the other end, damn it. Man, this is the mistake. See, this is where, like, I play Car Mechanic Simulator 2. This game doesn't run into the same problem that Car Mechanic Simulator does. Where, like, you've got so that's about as far as our hose is going to go right there. Okay. So that's as far as our hose is going to go. We may need more generators and more water pumps. I'm a little concerned about this. We may need more generators. We may need more water pumps. So let's get this all detached. And so there's our first water pump right here. And so let's say that we bring this out to right here. I'm sort of wondering if I'm going to be able to make all the way to the river with it. So we got that right there. We want this into the out slot. So let's maybe bring this back up and over like so. Nope, don't get stuck, hose. Don't get stuck. I believe in you. I believe in you, hose. More than anything else in the world, I believe in you. There you go. I knew you could do it. And so we've got our... out? I think we need out. Never mind. We'll put it in the out hose right there. So there's our out hose. It's not exactly the most efficient thing that I've ever seen in my entire life. But hey, it'll do for right now. The other thing we're going to need is we're going to need a big old pipe. And I don't think this is going to reach, which means we're going to have to daisy chain pumps together. Which does not fill me with a tremendous amount of joy. I hate daisy chaining. I think they should patch in some kind of coupling or something like that. So that's an out. We need it on the in. So of course the in's going to be over here. Just to add extra levels of complication to this whole thing. How far out does that hose go? Can I attach? Let me see if it'll just attach. That's what I'm interested in. Because if we can just couple this whole thing, and we can get it all set, that's going to get stuck on the log right there. I know it. It's going to get stuck on the log, and I'm going to feel like an idiot. Come on, just coil on up. Just coil on up already. There we go. Wrap it around an arm. Do whatever you got to do. And so, can I couple that right there? I can't, so we're going to need another pump. Which means that realistically, I might as well just scoot this back further. Realistically, I might as well just not even care, and we'll just move this a little bit further back. So, I'll take this over to here, which gives us a little bit of space. Generator's right there now. I will more than likely... Let's take the truck, and I'm going to have to move the trailer again, too. Just to get it right. Alright, so let me whip this around over to here. There we go. Hit that handbrake. And now that that's set up, I gotta detach this as well, because I'm pretty sure it's not gonna tow if I don't detach that. There we go. Oh, it's not lined up properly. Shit! Okay, so I have all the proposed stuff. All the things that will apparently make our lives better. So I got a few extra pumps and things like that. If we don't need them now, we'll need them a little bit later. Let's see if maybe... So that's about as far... I need this to go to the water. So I'll put one right here. And so in pump is right there. Let me take this on back. I'm going to start coiling it too while I go back over here, just to make sure that we have the space that we need to make this work. Yep, keep on creeping it in. Do what you got to do, man. Alright, so that goes right there. Let's see if we can get this down to touch water, shall we? So there it is. We've got it kind of touching water. There we go. So that's absolutely 100% in the water. So we've got that covered. That's inside the water right there. This is running over to this side. My suggestion would be... I doubt that we're getting the full distance out of this. Let me see if I can get it to here. If I can get it to there, that'll be fantastic, and I'll be okay with it. If it doesn't want to go over here, though, I'm not going to, like, weep and cry about it. Let me get some kink back. Here we go. I'm going to have to do a straight run over here. I don't want it to be all zigzaggy like that. There we go. All I wanted to do was straighten the cable out because we're losing a lot of space right there. And so once the cable's been straightened out, that should make it over to our inflow. Which realistically, I should turn around, but we did okay. That's about the best that I could have expected of it. Is that still in the water? That's still in the water. Fantastic. So then I'm going to need this right here. We're going to take this, and this is going to go into the outflow right there. We're going to see how far over here we can take this. So that looks like it'll get to right about there. Okay, if that's the best that I can do, that's the best that I can do. But either way, water access is going to be the problem with this go. With the in pipe, I'm going to put that right there. There we go. In pipe's good to go. And then we need another outflow. This is why I grabbed one more Jenny, because I was almost positive this was not going to do what I wanted it to do. Let's grab this right here. And actually, we got a little bit of extra cabling. Maybe with the small hose, we'll be able to make it. Alright, so the small hose is all coiled up here. Ooh, that looks like it's going to be close. Yeah, that looks like it's going to be done like dinner close. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Did we make it? Oh my god, we made it. Jesus, I'm surprised that worked. Alright, so we made it out here. We got water pump number 1, we got water pump number 2, and we got water pump number 3 down there. I'm convinced that I could probably... Actually, no, we did it with 2 pumps. Hell yeah. I was convinced that I was going to need 3 to do that, so I'm glad we came out with 2, and we'll just save the extra one for later. I got fuel tanks over here, so let's get these fueled up. And so there we go. Don't think that's going to use the remainder of what we got going on. But it should be good enough, I think. So there we go. That's all good to go. Let me get my fuel can back real fast. I'm going to throw the fuel cans back over here for safekeeping. Just because they have a tendency to walk off on me and disappear. Next thing we're going to need to do is we need to rearrange all of this shit over here. So let's kill off the power cable right there. And I need to bring the Jenny back over to this side. It's a fuel Jenny, so we should be good. Pretty simple generator. Just uses gas to turn an alternator real fast. Same way your car does, in essence. If I put this right here, I wonder if that'll make it. My thought is that maybe I turn it like that, possibly. Because I'm going to need to set up... We're going to have to use the magnetite separator as well up inside of here. And so my concern for right now is just for getting everything organized in a way that is not bullshit. That's the part that worries me, is setting things up in a non-bullshit way. So we've got all of our barrels right there. Water flow is coming from over there. I don't care about that right now. That can get the hell out of here. That's still plugged into the power, which is why I can't pick it up. There we go. So now we got it picked up. So with the magnetite separator, we need to do over here is apparently the magnetite separator gives us magnetite sand. Hell if I know. That's as far as I know what it does. Worst case scenario is let me run the cabling first. Because up until I run the cabling, there's no guarantee this is all going to work. Plus, I'm going to need some daylight. So let me run over here and let me get some sleep until the morning. I think tomorrow's going to be a big day where we try to set this up. And I'm going to try and get some excavations going. So let's go to sleep till dawn. We lost our money on our loan right there. It is what it is. That's the way that broke life goes. Low life, po life, or no life, baby. We've got a power cable right here. That's going to be a small power cable. Small power cable is going to run to this guy right here, so there's no need to like panic or freak out about it. Let me turn this thing around so that maybe it works a little bit better. It's going to need water though too. Shit on my face holes. It needs water. Which means that this is actually technically going to have to be back over here near the pump. But it sort of depends. Ugh, this is going to get close. Okay, so we'll drop that right there. Please don't fall over. Please don't fall over. Definitely could use like a concrete paddock up here. There we go. So that's going to look good right there. So what we want to do is we want to run that over to here and hope that that makes it. And indeed it did. And then I'm going to need a little water hose running from this little bastard over here. Back over to this side. Now, do I have an extra hose laying around over here? I don't have an extra hose, so I'm going to have to use this one that I left over on this side, which does not fill me with joyful singing. I'll be honest with you. It doesn't fill my heart with the sound of angelic music, but it's going to have to do for right now. I think we're just making do at the moment with everything that we got going on. And so in setting this up right here, this is going to be the outflow, so that goes to right there. Please be long enough. For the love of God, please be long enough. There we go. So it was long enough to get over here. So that still functions. So we can still use that for our pay dirt. So that's cool. That's all set up. That's set up and good to go. This guy down here, we're going to need a big power cable to run down on that side. So let's go grab the big power cable. And I think we should be set up for a pretty sexy situation right here. So there's our big power coupling right here. I do hope that they end up putting in couplings in this game so that you can attach the things together without having to use a... I've got plenty of... In case you were worried about it, I've got plenty of extension cable too, so we should be alright. I kind of future-proofed and got like all the things that I'm ever going to need. So we've got water, we've got power. The only thing we don't have is a bucket hooked up to this thing, because I think it needs a bucket on the other side because it actually processes... Like, I'm pretty sure that probably counts as like 100%. Of like it takes us 100% to fill up the hog over here. I'm pretty sure it probably in one scoop does about 100%. So there's our bucket right there. Everything's filled up. We're gonna need to turn everything on. But aside from that, I'll probably try and fill this thing first and just kind of like see what happens. I assume that we fill it on the top right there. This needs a bucket, so there we go. We're all bucketed up, and that leaves us with this dude over here. I don't think I need a second bucket. I'm pretty sure our processor just works the way that it works, and it uses water flow to make this all happen. So let's jump inside the cab of this thing, and we'll try to dig out a ditch real fast, and we'll sort of wait and see what happens. Give me this cam over here. Go ahead and kick that off. How do I move? So I need... Oh, I can open and close the bucket with the click, too. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, give me the rotatable here. How do I need operator mode, and then I need to shift that back that way. There we go. Please don't fall in that ditch. If you fall in that ditch, I'm gonna be incredibly upset with you. It doesn't seem like the sort of thing that this thing would have trouble getting out of, but you never know. That's just the way life goes. So can I fill this thing now, I wonder? Like, if I fill this thing now... So let's get this lined up in a satisfactory way, like right there. Okay. We'll handbrake it, and then give me this mode right here. So we are going to open that on up, and then we need to go... I think we can just go bucket up right here, and that should be fine. So there we go, and then we go big arm up. Let me close that real fast so I don't lose any of my ore. And so we go bucket up. Nope, not what I'm going for. What I need is small arm up now. Oh, small arm down is what I need. Okay. That looks about right to me. So let's open that on up. And I think the ore goes in right there. I may be making a catastrophic mistake, but like, I guess we'll figure it out. Let's go bucket down real fast. Okay, yeah, it worked. I mean, I don't think there's too much to be upset about. So let's go bucket, not bucket up, let's go bucket down. And then we'll go, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Jump back inside of there. And then we'll go bucket up. There it is. So let's go ahead and swing that back. We're going to go arm up for right now. And that looks like it's going to need to come in. So we'll go big arm up? No, let's go little arm. I don't know. I've never done this before, so you're going to have to bear with me here. Let's go small arm down, I guess. That works. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. And then we will open the trap on that, and we will go bucket down. Uh-oh. Close the trap real fast. Let's bring that up. And then we need to go small arm down. There we go. And then we'll open that back up. Take that up slightly, and then we'll go bucket down right there. Okay, so that's 64% full. Let's get another fill in right here. I'm going to go arm down. Okay. That's not going to work for me for right now. Instead, I need bucket up. And then we'll go arm up to free that. We'll close that off. Go arm up. Ooh, that was pretty magical right there. That was pretty magical right there. There we go. You're already full. You're losing pay dirt. Okay. Sounds good to me. Let's go ahead and trap this thing on out, and let's see how this thing works. So we're losing pay dirt. I need to go... Nothing is turned on. So we're going to need to go through, and we're going to need to turn everything on. So switch there. Pulley there. Oh yeah, I have a water filter too. Apparently the water filter makes things more efficient or something. I bought a water filter. I didn't know what it did before, so I didn't buy it. But the water filter goes on the end of this coupling over here. And so I'm going to get rid of that. We'll pull on you real fast. I don't know why that's saying no water, but we'll check the hose over here and we'll see what happens. It's saying that it's got no water right now, and that's concerning me, but there we go. Apparently it wanted a filter, or it takes a second to update itself. Who knows with all these complicated things, but I'm pretty proud of myself right now. I don't normally play complicated games, and so, like, things are complicated here. Things are definitely complicated. I forgot to turn the engine off. There we go. We don't want to be wasting fuel. That shit's expensive. And so this guy's all good to go. Hit it. What's that right there? What's that kicking out on the backside right there? Why am I losing stuff on the backside? Does a bucket go back here? God, I don't know. The universe is so hard and complicated. It looks like things are falling out of the backside, though, so we probably want to put a bucket back there, would be my guess. Maybe that's just an animation for all the loose stone that's being filtered out, but I don't know. We'll give it a look real fast and see if this works. If I can drop a bucket around the back of it, I guess there's something I'm supposed to be collecting back here. Nope. Doesn't look like a bucket goes back there, so screw it, I guess. Let's get back to work here. Alright, so we're gonna go, let's go big arm down right here. There we go. And to bucket down. Perfect. Let's go ahead and close that off. We'll go, oh, nope, that was a mistake. I messed up. Okay, that's fine. Everybody learns to do something the first time. Let's go bucket down. And then we go bucket up right there. Then we come back over, and we need to process over here. That should already be more or less lined up. We'll go like that, and then we go bucket down. Perfect. Bring it back over to this side. I'm just going to let it process and do its thing. There we go. And so we go bucket up right there. I'm going to close that off. We'll come back over to this side, and God forbid when I have to lose this, when I have to, like, move this whole thing, this is going to be a nightmare. There we go. Unload the bucket over there, and we're just going to keep on digging on this side. So we'll go buckets up, buckets down. There it is. Man, we got this process down now. We got this process down now. And so we go bucket down. Man, I even need to trap the sediment in there. We do this like a champ. Like we give a damn over here. Like we give a damn. We hustle. We hustle and we do what we got to do out here at the Nerd Castle. So let's go bucket up on this side. I might have to close that off. Go bucket up right there. I'm losing a little bit of sediment, but that's okay. Let me get bucket up on this side, and then we go bucket down. I'm having to check the controls every couple seconds because this is complicated. This is complicated. I've never operated this thing before. So we'll go bucket up right there, and then we'll trap that. Big arm up. We'll come back over to this side, and then we're already over the top. So we'll go bucket down. Yup. Pay dirt on that side. Do Do I still have to process this the old-fashioned way, man? That's gonna be upsetting if I gotta process this the old-fashioned way. I'm not gonna lie to you. This shit's gonna suck. However, I can't really complain too much because let me raise that on up, and then we go bucket down. There we go. I dropped some dirt, but hopefully it doesn't mind too much. All right, bucket up. Yup. Go ahead and bring that on back up over there. Let's go little arm up for a second. There we go. That'll work. Perfect. As long as we stay processing, I am not upset. So what I need is small arm up, I think. I'm not hitting that at the right angle. So then, if I go like, oh, maybe I need to go in a little tighter. Hold on. There we go. I knew you could do it. Let's trap that in there, and then I'm going to go big arm up. Cool. And then we go sediment down. Cool. So 55 right there. Let's keep on digging. I see no reason not to. I've already got it lined up, and we're doing a pretty good job right here. If I actually have to, like, move this thing, though, it's going to be trouble. I can tell you that much. Let me go small arm. I need to pull this back, though. I don't know how that exactly works, but hey. We got what we got going on right now. There we go. Dump a little bit more sediment in there. Sedimentate for a second. We'll go ahead and scoop that on back up. We'll take it nice and slow. There's kind of a gentle but also aggressive thing you got to do with the way this works. And that's actually kind of the magic of the whole thing, I think. Is that you got to be gentle, but you also got to be firm at the same time if you want it to work the way you want it to work. And so I'm going to have to close that off. We'll close the trap off right there. We've almost got our first bucket. That was definitely 100% faster than doing this the other way. I'm going to open that up ever so slightly, and then bam, fill that thing on up. We're almost full up on pay dirt, so I'm going to watch it for a second. I don't think it's going to put us all the way up from where we're at right now, but hell yeah, that's how we do it right there. That is how we do it. So the other question you got to run into is how long do you leave this running before you start freaking out and doing other stuff. So we got our pay dirt right here. Let me kill the power on that. Pick up our pay dirt. We take this on back to our magnetite thingamadoody over here. Drop that right there. Please don't fall over. Okay, good. Let me grab a couple more buckets. I'm going to throw those down and underneath over there, and it looks like we've actually got ourselves a much more satisfying and fun way to do this. I'm a lot happier with this than the constant shovel digging. The shovel digging is just the worst. I hate it. The shovel digging is like, that's the good portion of like the first hour of the game is you just shoveling ad nauseum. And I am not okay with that. Is that lined up? I don't know if that's lined up. Hold on, I can't see. There we go. Dirt bucket's in the way, and then we'll take this on back over here. And I want to see what our yield looks like. I might cut this episode a little bit longer just to see what the yield is like over here. I've also got to get all this cabling cleaned up. I gotta maintain a cleaner work site. If I don't do that, we're gonna run into problems later on down the line. We really sincerely are. And so you can tell, there we go. So that's good to go right there. We take that, let's empty it into the top. That's our pay dirt. That bucket can just tumble on downhill. I don't even care, bucket. Do what you're gonna do. And so there's our gold right there. Let me bring the basin back on over here. I'm gonna try and find a nice even spot for the basin. And let's see what our yield looks like with this. Because if we're actually getting like 2 or 3 ounces out every single time, I'm going to be a lot happier. So I'm going to put the basin on this little flat land right here because I don't think we need to worry about it too much. This is all nice and flat right there. Perfect. We don't have a wave separator just yet. That's how we're going to stop panning, is by getting a wave separator, a wave table. If we get a wave table, that'll fix up a number of problems that we're running into right now with me having to hand do everything. But we can't afford the wave table right now because it is expensive. So I'll put the pan right there, and let's see what our first go looks like. Let's see what our first go looks like. Turn that off. Let me kill all of our random little things over here. There it is. Kill you. Kill you. Just on an electronics killing rampage right now. An absolute rampage. So we want to dump this pay dirt into here. I'm assuming the wave table is going to be a little bit more efficient as well. Would be my next. Don't fall over, please. Oh my god. That would have been the worst. Alright, so let's take this thing on down. Down, doobie-doo, down, down. Getting golden down, doobie-doo, down, down. I'm assuming we're going to get a little bit more gold out of this time. I'm going to keep shaking it up a little bit just to make sure that I get everything. There we go. And that took like the better part of a day right there for us just to get this task done. Let's get up in here. Let's see what some of these nuggets are looking like. Okay, so a little bit of a 0.5% right there. Not what I'm looking for completely, but it's something. I'm not going to be able to get that guy right there, but that's a larger one, so I do want that. I mean, it's faster. It's faster, but I think the wavetable is going to be the next thing we sincerely want to invest in. And we'll put the wavetable up here on the hill, too, along with everything else. I mean, it's not that we're getting bad gold out of there. It's just that we're not really getting good gold either. That's the part that's got me a little bit concerned. Let me see if I can get anything else out of this, because if the yield's still... Come on. Give me something here. Give me something to play around with. Nope, that looks like it's it. Alright, so we'll get rid of the stones right there. This game is called Gold Rush. I hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. I'm going to keep on doing my thing over here. What's up with that big yellow thing on the ground right there? Is that gold? Is that like a gold nugget? What is that? That's not a gold nugget. But yeah, thank you for stopping on in. I think this game's a lot of fun. It's going to be a little while till our next upgrade. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to play on my own and just have a good time with it for a little bit. Let's get some of that in there. There we go. Shift that on out of there. Good stuff. Good stuff. Then again, instead of it taking me upwards of 12 hours to process a bunch of gold, it's only taken us like an hour or two now, which is a good spot to be in. That's a pretty big piece of gold right there. I'm happy with it. If you want to get the game for yourself and you're excited by the way everything looks, by all means, check it out in the description down below. If you want to support me in my never-ending quest to bring you all more indie games, by all means, check out the Patreon. It's a great way to support me. And then from there, if you want to see me play this game live, check out Twitch TV/SplatterCatGaming, because that's where I do what I do while I do what I does. All right, I will see you all later. Thank you for joining me. Hi-do, everybody.